Don't know about that, but Jim and I are committed, as you call it, to each other. A bit of paper would make no difference. That's what I think, anyway. Yes, oh, look at the time. I think we must make our way home. I've got a meeting this evening in the diocesan office, and my wife will be expecting me back for supper beforehand. And we'll be wanting our tea, too. I'm so grateful to you for having me and Canon Holloway here and for giving us so much of your time. It's been a most informative and heartening occasion. I can't thank you enough. It was nice to see you, my lord and new vicar. It's not often we have the quality come and see us. Lee and I made our excuses, bade them farewell, and headed off back to his vicarage. Lee, I said as we drove through the narrow lanes, I am quite at a loss to see how I can really support that young couple with their plans to have a child. They're not married, and from what they seem to be saying, their doctor is doing some tinkering around with their cells that may be going against all that I stand for. If it were known that I was paying for treatment that broke my principles and contradicted all that I've said, and for which I am widely known in the diocese, I would be fatally compromised. I understand, but I think we have to face the fact that you have offered financial support through me, first of all, and that secondly, the treatment has been agreed with them and has been begun. It would be hardly fair to stop support in the middle of the procedures once they've begun. Before it has all started would have been one thing, but now it would hardly be an honest thing to do. We must think seriously about this, Lee. Maybe there's some way around this dilemma. It just shows how important it is to be clear about the details before any agreement, any contract is entered into. Will you come in? Jane would like to say goodbye, I'm sure. No, I think I must hurry away. Do thank her from me for an excellent lunch and for her welcome. And if you have second thoughts about that preferment, don't hesitate to let me know. I shan't be seeing my fellow bishops for a month or two now, so there's time. God bless you, Lee. Keep up the good work. And with that I went off. It had not quite turned out as I'd hoped. If we bought land round here, I'd be involved in controversy about roads and the ownership of farms that were hardly viable for much longer. And if I did fund their fertility treatment, I'd be in real trouble. It was my own son-in-law who was involved in it, and it had already started. God bless you, Lee, I'd said, but I was in dire need of his blessings myself. Dear Diary, I'm so sorry. It's been ages again since I wrote to you. I'm a very silly little girl, and you must be very cross with me, but I do love you, I really do. Even though I don't write every day, I do think about you a lot. And I've got such exciting news to tell you. Do sit down before I do, in case you fall over with the shock of what I'm going to say. No, silly me again, you're not standing up, are you? There's no problem. You're my diary and you live in my box. Hugo doesn't ever see it, though I do wonder sometimes if he goes poking around when I'm not at home. I expect he'd be shocked to see what I write, so it's got to be a secret between you and me. You do know that, don't you? I do hope you do. Well, I've discovered that one of Hugo's patients, or are they really not patients, but people he's doing experiments on? Anyway, one of them is Flicky's sister. I couldn't believe it. He records some of his interviews and he played one to me ages ago, and I didn't know who they were. But I met Flicky for a coffee again yesterday, and she said her sister Amanda and her partner were having treatment at a clinic in London with a Dr. Greenford. I nearly fell off my chair. Dr. Greenford, that's Hugo. He's Dr. Greenford. Well, you know that DD, it was such a shock. Hugo told me never to tell anyone about it, and I never did, but she told me, so it's all okay. And I thought it was so exciting. Flicky has never said anything about her family, and when we were living in Manchester and she was in London, it didn't seem to be important. We were friends from music college, and that was all that mattered. Anyway, now I know her mum and dad live in Tupsfield, or her dad did before he died in September. So it's just her mum now, and they live with her. Did I say Tupsfield? I don't think that's right. It should be Thrupsfield. Such a funny word. I found a book about place names and it said it came from being where rams had had their way with the ewes and it got changed over the years to thrups. And hello viewers. And Witherbrook, where Hugo's parents live, was where willows grew along the banks of the river. It was Withbrook to start with. It's so wonderful how places get their names. Was Manchester a Roman castle, like all those other places called Chester? I've heard that came from castrum, a castle. I don't remember any castles up there except in pub names. Anyway, why am I telling you all this? I'm just rambling on as usual. I said I was a silly girl, and this just proves I am. So what about Flicky's sister? Well, she's not the only one. The vicar of Thrups has got a daughter whose friend works at Hugo's clinic. I said you couldn't believe it. Papa knows him. Well, of course he does. It's all in the family, so to speak. When Hugo's work becomes famous, we'll all be able to share the glory. He'll get awards and medals. The Queen will make him a knight or something, and we'll all go to the ceremony at Buckingham Palace. We'll have to dress up in special clothes, and I'll have a really big hat. I'll be Lady Greenford. Oh, I can't wait for it. It'll be too wonderful for words. I'll die of excitement. And it's all such a success for our county and for Pippa's diocese. And we can drive there in our new car with this stupid number plate. He said it around 277 attempts to get Dolly the sheep conceived successfully. And when he saw that on offer, he just had to have it, in spite of what he said before about not wanting everyone to know where he was. Silly man, though I do love him as I said, but I think I can hear him coming up the path. What's the time? It's only 3 o'clock. Why, he's back so early. I must stop and put you away safely and go and see what's up. The Clinic by Paul G. Brett. Hope you enjoyed it. Please sub me for more to come.